staff to join him at LSU. So it was reported he told the staff if they're not on the plane to Baton Rouge today, they won't have a spot on staff. So, Maurice, considering the circumstances and then just everything that's unfolding, what's going on, what we've seen, first, do you think that there's a right way to leave your team?
I think in this scenario, I don't think that there was any way that he was going to leave and people was going to accept it. And the main reason is this: Ole Miss hasn't been relevant since forever. And he took Ole Miss from oblivion and not relevant to basically being a powerhouse and having a chance to win a championship. And when I looked at this looked like a more steroid version of like what Dion did for Jackson State, where no matter how much good you do for people, people are just mad to see you leave. And like even though they weren't really talked about, I'm talking about Jackson State prior to, and even though somebody came and bolstered the school up and brought relevance and brought ticket sales and brought you into a new spotlight, I just said that there's no right way to do it. You know, like how do you, when you divorce somebody, like what is the right time to leave your kids? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And so I know Kiffin catches a lot of flack for leaving, and you can nitpick it in regards to how he did it. But I don't know. And part of me even asking this question was, I'm just asking from, what Mason came, I was like, understanding the circumstance of the situation. I just want to hear different people's viewpoints on it. Is there a right way to leave, or what is their thoughts on him leaving, Ole Miss to go to LSU, knowing that LSU has a little bit more prominence with their program, and Ole Miss isn't viewed in the same light as LSU per se.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting scenario, especially when it comes to somebody leaving a program as they're turning a program around. I think when you got a program that's turned into a situation where they're playing in the playoffs, that you always see one thing through. You leave when the time is feasible for yourself, but also for the people that you gave your word to and things of that nature. It's just what you do as an honorable person. Because leaving them in the middle of them going to the playoffs and they never had relevancy, it's almost like cutting their legs off to go do the things that you feel like you were able to do or able to bring about. Because it is the success that you gathered here that's allowing them to want you over here. So I would definitely see that through. And then you made another interesting point about when you said, when is it a good time to leave your kids? Even if you divorce in a divorce, if you're going to divorce somebody, you never leave your kids. That's just what I would think. But sometimes some people do have to get out of there, and it's just their situation. But I think even in leaving them, you don't leave the kids. So if you promise those kids you're going to be at that program and you went to the house to get the blessing from that parent to bring their kids somewhere, you don't just abandon their kids. But this is something I've been trying to echo for quite some time. But it's just people think differently when it comes to money. And I understand that as well. I'm not immune to that. Sometimes the money is speaking louder than the integrity, and that's just where we are as a society.
This is what Lane Kiffin do. Like niggas be bugging. Like, why is niggas surprised? This is what he do his whole career. He get up and get out of there when he want to. That nigga coached Tennessee for like 3 hours and left. They got a better job at USC. He coached Tennessee for about 3.5 hours and said, yo, I think I got to get out of here. USC is more attractive, and I'm going to get the front. This is what he do. I don't know why niggas even trust Lane Kiffin to stand anywhere. Now, of course, they must think that his coaching skills are great. You know what I'm saying? He comes under Nick Saban and all that other shit. But why is niggas surprised? This is what this nigga do. He never stays anywhere that long without a better opportunity. Now, I will say this. I love, Ole Miss. In the past, they've been really good. He brought them back to have notoriety, like Mo just said. But look, man, recruiting starts tomorrow, or today, rather. You got to get a jump. Listen, Mo, you know this. What sound more attractive? Ole Miss or LSU.
LSU.
If you trying to
This
if you trying to recruit, what's more attractive, my nigga?
this is the
LSU?
conversation I wanted to have. Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
cut Mace off when he was making his point, just out of respect. But this is the point. This is the conversation I wanted to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, I get straight to it, nigga. Listen, my nigga, what's more attractive? It's no disrespect to Mississippi. I think there's wonderful people out there, wonderful state, but it is some niggas stealing from the government from welfare and shit out there, taking from the black people, giving it to the white people for a volleyball court or
Or
some crazy shit or whatever the fuck it is. It's still a good old boy state now. Let's not get that fucked up. Secondly, when you think of LSU, you think of who they're playing. You think of the schedule. You think of the national games. You think of, damn, Justin Jefferson went here. Damn, Jamar Chase went here. Damn, Joe Burrow won a championship here. It's rich in history when it comes to football. It's more attractive. Lastly, what I'll say is that, no, two more things. Secondly, like I just said, when you're recruiting, it starts. It's starting. They gotta, come on, nigga. Know where I'm at, nigga. It's me and you. It's me and you. Now, as far as what you and Murder was talking about with the kids, Lane Kiffin don't give a fuck about them kids. Lane Kiffin always did what was best for him. He never cared, my nigga. He will get up and go in the middle of the night. You will wake up and be like, yo, where this nigga at? Fuck is you talking about? That nigga Lane Kiffin always do with him. Always would do what's best for him. And the reason now I just heard this last part when Stat said that he told his staff, be on the plane tomorrow, y'all out of work. The reason I feel that Lane Kiffin feels so strongly about that is because the way he left Ole Miss again. He tried to run down on a reporter because the reporter said you can't turn a hoe into a
onto
housewife.
a house. Yeah.
So I seen that shit. Lane Kiffin ran down on nigga like, you call me a hoe? Like, well, fucking yeah. So then you leave and go to LSU. So niggas like, this why we called you a hoe. We know that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You not staying. So nigga like, Lane Kiffin mentality is fuck Mississippi, fuck Ole Miss, and if you my nigga, you'll be on that flight in the morning and get your shit sent out there. We ain't doing nothing Mississippi related. Niggas calling me a hoe. Fuck is wrong with niggas? But if I'm any kid or any parent, I would never trust Lane Kiffin on anything when it comes to staying anywhere because he always does what's best for him. Now, if you get 91 million, 7 years, he's averaging 13 million a year. It's hard to turn that down and be somewhere sexy at the same time. So don't ever trust Lane Kiffin staying anywhere. Anywhere. His track record says different.
Yeah, but what Ole Miss was saying was that they matched the money and that they were going to give him more. And to me, it just felt like it's like the girl who wants you, she's doing everything for you, and no matter what she does, like, hey, I'm moving on, I'm going to do something else. That's what that situation feel like to me with Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
What it is this, Mo, right? You got a bitch that's established, doing her thing, and you got a bitch that you just built up and she ain't really like that, but you made her like that, but she still ain't this bitch. And they both got the same thing. I'm going with the bitch that's already established and know what she's doing, and niggas is more attractive to her. This shit look more attractive. I know you got what she got, but when I'm walking down the street, this look a little better. I had to build you up to be like this, bitch. That's what he's saying. I know y'all both got to make the same amount. Yeah, y'all both make the same amount of money a year, but it look a little better when I'm walking with this bitch. That's what he's saying.
That's what they don't want to say out loud.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
But Mace, I get what you were saying about that's where we at with society.
Yeah, that's where we at, You just got to make it up as you go on.
So a lot of people obviously have different views on how it should have been handled. If he even had the chance to still coach Ole Miss, if he should be able to, a lot of different directions. But I kind of want to put you guys in this situation, kind of put you guys in his shoes. Have you guys ever had to make an unpopular decision that was the best for you, but maybe others didn't understand where you were coming from? or your perspective about it? Because I know everybody thinks how they think about it, but Lane Kiffin, kind of like Cam was saying, and Maurice and Mace, like, he does this. He's going to choose what he thinks is the best option for him, which is, I think, what people should do in life. But have you guys ever been in a similar situation like that?
Yeah, for me, it was choosing to leave school early. When everybody thought I should stay and do something, in my mind, in my head, I thought that I was doing the right thing at the time. Based on the information that I had and based upon how I seen life. And no matter what everybody told me, it just wasn't making sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, on some level, I empathize with him because, like, sometimes when you just function at a certain level of consciousness, no matter what somebody says to you, and no matter how it looks, you justify in your head why you want to make the decision that you make. May be unpopular, may work out, may not work out, but in some regard, if you've been down that road before, you'd be like, okay, I've done this before. So it was me and leaving school early, no matter how crazy it sounded to everybody else. Like based on how I was living and seeing the world at the time, that was my answer for the question.
Yeah, to my answer, I feel like that's been my whole life. Everything I've ever done, I think, has been that way. So I do understand. That's why I said I understand. This is where society is. Like sometimes you just see things before they happen, and you want to be on the right side of history. Especially if you see something and you know it's going that way, you definitely want to make the decision that puts you in the right position for the future. So I definitely understand that. It's just when I heard Cam talk about it, if this is what he's always done, then they had no right to expect anything different because this is what's always been the case. You know what you're getting. It's like getting mad that Kim Kardashian moves on or somebody like that. You know this is what's gonna happen, bro. You're
This is
not
what you
there
do.
for that.
For
I
sure.
love her statement when she said, "You think I just came this far, pause to come this far? That was crazy." I say, why didn't I think of that? That was a crazy bar. I ain't just come this far to come this far.
Yeah, listen, it's I can't think enough in no top of my head, but absolutely, 100%. You've been doing this 30 years, so you have to make decisions that's best for yourself. But I can name a lot of decisions that wasn't good because I was trying to be a team player. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Man,
told niggas,
that's it. Yeah, that's a
you
good
know, like,
example. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead. My
like
fault.
yo, my nigga, I should have never did the verses. I told niggas don't do the verses. Told niggas I don't want to do the verses, but I'm a team player, and it was the wrong decision that I made. No more of that. No more of that.
Yeah.
No more of that. So
Yo,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
yo, killer. When I was
What's up?
watching the verses, the only thing I kept thinking, I was like, yo, if you would have done the takeover after Kiss did Who Shot You,
Man,
it would have been a different day, killer.
fam, I had a whole freestyle ready and all that, but nigga, listen, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I try to be team players a lot of times, and that's the first thing that came to my brain when you said wrong decisions. It's the wrong decision.
I actually